Welcome back to the channel. If you're here, it means you're serious about mastering your mind. Today, we are doing the full, unabridged deep dive exploration into one of the most critical concepts in modern performance psychology, dopamine cycling. We're not just talking about focus. We're talking about the neurochemistry that governs motivation itself. Dopamine isn't just the pleasure chemical, it's fundamentally that seeking and anticipation chemical. Think of it this way, dopamine is the fuel for your motivation engine. It tells you, hey, if you do X, there's a good chance you'll get Y. The problem we face in the modern world is that our environment has become a dopamine superstimulator. Everything, social media, endless notifications, junk food, is designed to give us unpredictable, instant hits. This constant barrage trains your brain to expect massive rewards with zero effort. And when you sit down for deep work, which is slow, steady, and requires delayed gratification, your brain rebels. You become desensitized. Your baseline for normal stimulation skyrockets. Suddenly, reading a complex report feels utterly boring because your brain is used to the dopamine rush of a TikTok feed. The core thesis here is this: we cannot simply will ourselves into focus. We have to strategically rewire the reward pathways. We need to trick your brain into finding delayed rewards, the reward of mastery, the satisfaction of completion, to be just as potent, if not more so, than an instant notification. So, how do we do this? The most powerful tool is something called intermittent dopamine fasting. Don't let the name scare you. It simply means periodically abstaining from high dopamine activities to reset your baseline sensitivity. Think of it like detoxing from sugar. You can't just quit, you have to gradually reduce your exposure until your natural sources of pleasure feel satisfying again. What does this look like in practice? It means creating structured periods of low stimulus living. First, the digital detox. This isn't just putting your phone away, it's actively managing when you interact with novelty. Schedule specific times for social media. Instead of reacting to every ping, you are the one controlling the flow of information. Second, dietary management. Sugar is a massive dopamine spike machine. It's the easiest way to hijack your natural reward system. When you cut back on these spikes, your brain initially throws a tantrum. You feel bored, restless, maybe even anxious. This is crucial. That boredom you feel? That's not failure. That's your brain recalibrating. It's detoxing its receptors. You are teaching your brain that the reward doesn't have to be immediate or massive. It can come from sustained effort. How do you build this muscle? By implementing a micro-rewards during deep work sessions. When you complete a difficult 25-minute work block, a Pomodoro cycle, don't reward yourself with the phone. Instead, reward yourself with low-stimulus activities. A walk around the block. Listening to one song. Hydrating. This teaches your brain that the work itself is the reward, not the distraction that follows it. Another psychological hack is temptation bundling. Pair something you have to do with something you want to do. For example, you only allow yourself to listen to that highly engaging true crime podcast while you are exercising on the treadmill. This uses the dopamine system to make the necessary task feel less like a chore and more like an anticipated reward. We also need to address the concept of completion bias. Our brains crave closure. Use this. At the end of your workday, don't just close your laptop. Spend 10 minutes planning the next 3 steps for every project. This gives your brain a sense of closure. It lowers background anxiety because it knows exactly where to start tomorrow. This is low-effort dopamine release. Remember, mastering your focus isn't about brute force willpower. It's a sophisticated act of neuroengineering. You are literally retraining your reward sensitivity. You are making the quiet, sustained effort feel as good as the flashing lights. Start small. Don't try to go cold turkey on everything overnight. Start with one high dopamine activity you can control. Maybe it's checking email only twice a day. Or maybe it's replacing sugary snacks with complex carbs. Every time you resist the immediate spike and choose the harder, slower path of deep work, you are building a new neural pathway. This is the ultimate performance hack. It's not about external tools, it's about internal architecture. Understand that the goal is to make boredom feel productive. To make deep work feel like the ultimate reward. Consistency is everything. Treat your focus like a muscle. It requires daily, deliberate resistance training. If you implement these strategies, the fasting, the micro-rewards, the closure rituals, you will fundamentally change your relationship with motivation. You won't just be productive, you will feel intrinsically motivated. You will find joy in the process of creation. Mastering dopamine cycling means mastering yourself. It's the ultimate form of self-control.